This year, it seems that I just can't catch a stride with reading. It's been taking me months to finish a book, or I don't finish it at all. When I start to read, I just fall asleep. Well, for the rest of 2025, I plan on changing that, starting with finishing this book that I'm currently reading. And then later on, we're going to start a new book that I'm really excited about. And then I also plan on refreshing my bookshelf. It needs a new feel, it needs a new look, it needs new books. And I got another book from Target, and it's called So maybe this will motivate me and it'll inspire me to have a better reading season for the rest of 2025. So the book I'm reading is called The Book of Azrael. A couple months have passed and I'm still reading the book. I'm only 89% in, not even quite 90% yet, still 89%. We're gonna finish it today. I am determined. This book is about a girl named Diana. She was initially a human but was turned into an immortal to save her sister. Her creator is named Caden, and he gave her tremendous amount of power, and he pretty much owns her. She then betrays him because she doesn't want him to find this book of Azrael, and she forms an alliance with their arch nemesis, Liam. He's also a literal god, and apparently, of course, he's really hot. I am taking a long while to finish this book. Like, I'll read the book and then I'll go on my phone and then I'll scroll mindlessly, just doom scrolling. It's a personal problem. I wouldn't blame the book for that. So far, it's been entertaining. At this point in the book, it's definitely entertaining now. I mean, I'm 89% in, but let's change that and finish this damn book already. I was talking to myself and I didn't even hit record. I had to take a little intermission break and get my nails done. I'm not sure how I feel about them yet, but here they are. I don't usually get red. I don't usually get this shape, but I'm gonna try something different. Okay, I read a little bit in the nail salon and I'm at 94% of the book. I'm almost done. My Kindle's about to die, so hopefully that I finish it before my Kindle dies. Well, I finally finished the Book of Azrael. I'm intrigued. I want to learn more. The story is there. The concept is there. There's a lot of potential of where the plot could go. The reason why I liked the book was because I like the characters. I like the mission that they're on, but I really do feel like a part of the mission was just dragged out, but it is necessary for their story. It is necessary for the connection of the female main character and the male main character. Our protagonist here, she is not like other protagonists that I've read in fantasy books where she is really witty, smart, strategic. She's not that. I don't think she's strategic at all. I don't feel like she's made any smart decisions, but somehow, because her character is made to be this strong, extremely powerful being, it's the thing that keeps drawing me to her and making me want to root for her. So I am curious to see how she continues to evolve. So I would be reading the next book. I would probably rate this book a 3.5, at least this particular one. I think there's a new one coming out. Tomorrow we are going to be reading a new book. I'm so happy that I have been freed from this 2-month journey. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it took me 2 months to read this book. Oh my gosh, I burned it. Burned my tomatoes. I like it a little bit burnt, but not that burnt. It's okay. It's still good. Oh yeah. I am really excited about this next book, and I do have a positive feeling about getting out of my reading slump. Last night, I downloaded Mate by Ali Hazelwood because I read the first book in this series called Bride. The first book, I enjoyed it. I inhaled it. So if it's anything like that, I am optimistic that we are going to get out of this reading slump through this book. So in this book, we are following Serena. She is a human, also the close friend of the main character from the first book. She finds out she's actually half werewolf and learns that she is mated with the alpha male in this territory. So right away, we find out that her mate is her love interest. I love that. So now here we are. So far, I'm really liking the pace of the book. I'm liking how fun and witty and quip the banter is. Very reminiscent of the first book in Bride. And from what I can tell so far, they're introducing the spicy scenes to us a little bit earlier on in the book. I'm not mad about it. It's so quick and fast that I kind of just want to keep reading it. I have a strong feeling that if I wasn't working today that I would finish it the same day, but no, we do have to get to work. So I will update you once I've read a little bit more about the book. Okay, well, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update that I am 50% of the way into the book, and I am really enjoying it. I'm so happy that I'm reading this book. I literally said the other night that I'm really glad to be reading this book because it's just so fast-paced. For some reason, I really like Ali Hazelwood's writing so much better when she's writing about fictional, well, obviously they're all fictional, but like fantasy-like characters, not actual human beings that we could potentially come across in a college campus or in a work setting. I like them better when they are werewolves or vampires. Yes, the book is really, really good so far. So our female main character and our male main character are mates, but there's a lot going against them in kind of keeping them from truly being together. It's not like they even like each other, but I will mention that I'm really, really loving the dynamic of the two. They have a lot of good jabs. I feel like every single page there's humor involved. Her and Cohen have a lot of inside jokes. Their jabs are so good, so witty that I find myself chuckling, and to the point where I want to pick up my Kindle over picking up my phone, which says a lot. Especially coming out of a reading slump, it's just such a welcoming feeling, something that I love. So yeah, I'm 50% of the way in, and I seriously don't know where the story could go. I have an idea, but there's so much that we've just uncovered and learned about these two characters and their history that we could potentially uncover more things, and this will be a completely different story by the end of the book. All right, I will update you once I finish the book. I just finished the book Mate by Ali Hazelwood, and oh my gosh, I feel like I could end the video here because I'm officially out of this reading slump that I've been on. I literally inhaled this book. I'm so happy that I picked this book up. Like I said before, I just had such a good time reading it. What I really, really enjoyed about this book was the humor. I mentioned this before, but I feel like her writing style and just the dialogue fits so much better for these types of characters than the other books that I read of Ali Hazelwood's. It's just like, it just feels better for the vampires and the wares. I don't know what it is. I feel like I could stand the characters in these two books, in Bride and Mate, than the characters that she's written about in the STEM industry. It's just more appealing to me to read about. I also really enjoyed the chemistry between our female main character, Serena, and our male main character, Cohen. They get each other. They just made sense to me. Now, onto the story and the plot. If you don't like spice, do not read this book. If you're trying to get into spice, I don't know if I would recommend this book either because it gets weird. It gets weird. And I don't want to describe it any more than that, but if you read Bride before and you're planning on reading Mate, then you know what I'm talking about when I say it gets weird. But I liked it. I did. good. I liked it. I don't know. Am I weird? I started Googling the anatomy of a werewolf. Yeah, I'm giving this book a 4.5 stars rating because I'm happy with it. I truly feel like I'm out of my reading slump, and anything I do now is just refreshing. I'm looking forward to reading my next book, and I did go book shopping today, so I will show you tomorrow what I bought. Yeah, things are looking up from here. In my last effort to get out of my reading slump, even though I'm already kind of out of my reading slump because of Mate by Ali Hazelwood, I am going to reorganize my bookshelf. I don't really have a plan, but I do know I want to get this done hopefully in an hour. I don't have that many physical books because I read a lot on my Kindle, and I only buy books if I heard really, really, really good things about them, or I'm only going to buy them if I've already read it and I will keep it as a trophy, for example, like my Sarah J. Maas books. I just want to feel inspired again and see if we can actually get this done in an hour. There was definitely a phase. Showing someone's book collection or library, it's a revealing experience because they get to learn a lot about you. I hated this book so much. I think I have a rough plan built out. I have somewhat of a category going on here. Let's see how it can look on the shelf. 25 minutes left to get everything done. I have officially finished reorganizing my bookshelf. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I refreshed this whole thing and I feel inspired again because I just keep walking past it, not minding it, not even wanting to look through the books, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I cannot buy any more books because everything fits perfectly the way it's supposed to in each shelf. So this is gonna have to stay the way it is for a while. Okay, yes, so like I said, I don't usually buy books. I will only buy books if I know that I really, really liked it and enjoyed the book, and I will want to have it as a trophy or just for memorabilia. And an example of that would be me buying Funny Story by Emily Henry. I just bought this yesterday. I realized I didn't have a physical copy of this, so I must have it. But this is one of my favorite books from Emily Henry. I think it's so well written. I think it's so funny. And I got another book from Target, and it's called The Fury by Alex Michaelides. Catriona Gray, she is Miss Philippines, or she is Miss Universe, and she's from the Philippines, and she recommended this book. The way that I understood the synopsis of the book is that it's pretty much like White Lotus. There is an ex-movie star involved, and she goes on a vacation in a Greek island, and there's a murder that happens. So that, to me, is pretty much White Lotus, and that's why I wanted to pick up the book, because I like the show. Lastly, I ordered Recursion from Amazon. I already said that I like magical realism. Anything that has to do with time traveling, anything that has to do with manipulating time, choices, things that resemble a multiverse, I really enjoy, and that's pretty much what I gathered from this book. When I first started reading it last night, honestly, I was already really intrigued, and I was only on the first 10 pages. Yes, I'm really happy with this refresh. I don't have too many books, but I'm really happy with the ones that I have. But who knows, maybe my collection will continue to grow. I hope so. Okay, I forgot to show you what books I'm no longer keeping. It's actually not that many, but these are some of the books that just no longer bring me joy. These are the books that after I read it, I was just like, what book did I just read? So I'm no longer keeping these books. Starting with The Sweetest Revenge. This is about, honestly remember what this is about. I just remember reading it and I was just so annoyed by the main character because I feel like a lot of the mishaps that happened in her life, a lot of the unfortunate situations that she went through, she could have handled it so differently. She could have handled it way better, but I was just annoyed of the characters, so I'm no longer keeping her. Next is Every Day. I got this in college. I read, I think, almost halfway into it, but I just never had the urge to pick it up. I think they actually remade this into a movie or a show. I don't quite remember. It was actually kind of interesting from what I recall, but I just don't think I'm going to be reaching for this book again. So, goodbye. This book, oh my gosh. I can't. Looking at this book, I just recall my reading experience from this because everyone is clueless. The main character is clueless, I'm clueless, and then by the time that we get to the end of the book, I'm like, that's what this whole thing is about? Red herring at its finest. And they made a Prime series about this, or Hulu series. When I saw the series, I did try to watch it. I'm thinking, I might like the show better. Moving on. What we're gonna do with these is there's a little library in our community now, so I'm gonna donate these books, see if there's anything that sticks out to me in the little library. But yeah, I'm so happy that I am out of my reading slump. I can confidently say that because I was in the trenches, I was in the gutter of reading for such a long time, you guys. I don't think you understand. Thank you to Allie Hazelwood for writing Mate. Shout out to you, girl, because that book really got me out of it, and now that I'm reading Recursion, I feel like I'm going up from here because I'm already liking how the book is starting out. I was able to refresh and redecorate my bookshelf, which I'm really happy about because it just gives me, I don't know, it gives me a breath of fresh air when it comes to me passing by my bookshelf. Maybe it gives me a little bit of motivation again, and I'm unhauling some of the books that don't bring me joy anymore. It's amazing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are in a reading slump, thoughts and prayers because I know it's rough, but I hope that you get out of it just like I did, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.